She say I look good, but it's because I got these chains on. Tryna put that brain on all the fucking rain. I'm a millionaire. Keep the baby, I don't care. Cruising to your city and I blow a 50 in the air. Niggas coming.
Okay, guys. So today we are going to be doing video 3, which we are going to be rigging and uploading to Secondlife because I decided to put them together because simply it would take less time to make 2 videos, and I think that you guys will benefit from these tips that I am going to show you, and we can close out the series in its entirety. So what I'm first going to do is I'm going to go into my women's mesh body kit folder, and I have all of the mesh body kits that I use in here. So the one that we're going to be doing is Peach, and I wanted to show you guys this before because when it comes to Peach, it comes with lots of different things in the folder. So the ones that I always rig all my Peach clothing to, or my Peach, like my clients' clothes, I always use Peach 2.2 Avastar Blender version 2.8 plus. I use Blender 3.5. I don't use anything under that, so this is the most compatible one. For me, I don't use version 2.79 because I simply don't really understand how to use those yet. The lower versions of the blenders that are like 2 point anything for me are very difficult to use because my mouse doesn't work. So I don't know, I digress. But yes, so we're going to be using version 2.8 plus, and let's open that. All right, so mine opens into pose mode. I'm going to press 1 on my keyboard, and I'm going to turn on my screencast key so you guys can see what I'm doing. And make sure you guys can see. Even though we're going to talk it through, I want to make sure you guys are looking as well because it is pretty small. I don't know if I can make that bigger. I think I can. Let me see. Oh, I can. Hold on. Move it over more. Oh, I can make the mouse big. Oh, well, there we go. Okay, so that's perfect. So yes, that's even better because I know sometimes like some people can't see. So perfect. All right, so I'm gonna go to object mode, and this is the original body and everything. Nothing is touched. I'm gonna go to modeling. Go back to object mode. All right, file, import. It took me a minute earlier today to find this shirt. I put it in my pre-made folder. So I'm going to import the low because you don't import the base nor the high. The high is over 1 million in some vertices, and you cannot get that into Secondlife. The maximum amount of vertices that you can get into Secondlife will be 65,000. I have seen people do over 65, but in my opinion, my humble opinion, I think that you should do 65 and under, 65,000 and under when I say 65. So t-shirt low, OBJ, import it, and boom, here we go. All right, so I'm moving closer, and I'm gonna right click the mouse and shade it smooth. So now we see these little holes like pockets and stuff where you can see the body. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to either use proportional editing or I'm gonna use sculpt mode, and I'm gonna use inflate or grab or snake hook. Okay, so when I use snake hook or grab, I'm making sure that I'm very, very discreet with how I pull it through. I don't know if discreet is a good word to use, but I'm gonna use it because I feel like with these two, because originally, if you ever seen anybody's older videos and how I learned to rig, people use snake hook, and it used to like, yeah, throw your mesh for a loop. See that when you're just pulling? That's because you have to control the radius and the strength. So I am going to do my best to show you guys how I do it in a quick way and making sure that there are no clipping and it is still looking nice on the body on SL. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with proportional editing. Right now we are in square select mode for face. So I call squares face, but this is face select, and then this is edge select, and this is vertice select. We're going to stay in vertice select. So I'm going to turn on proportional editing, go here, and I'm going to press the G on my keyboard, scroll out with my mouse, scroll out enough so that it's, you know, it's enough to pull out and still keep it in line, I guess you could say. So now that I have it, you really don't have to, you can hold on to G, but it's up to you. It doesn't really matter, but you're just like gonna lift it up and gonna lift this down. I'm gonna lift this one up. I'm gonna lift this, push this down. Okay. When I get over here, I'm gonna just do the same thing. Bring it more in. So when you're doing like bigger bodies, I suggest you pay attention more to your shoulders, your arms, and your boobs, because you know how people can you can manipulate your boobs in Second Life and all of that, but you cannot manipulate the boobs in Blender. So because you can't manipulate the boobs in Blender, you are going to have to do your due diligence and make sure that you are having your mesh look good, because these bodies do not have HUDs. A HUD is an alpha, it has an alpha system, and it's just like when Legacy has where you can alpha out any clippings or anything in certain areas. So Cupra does not have an alpha system. Peach body does not have an alpha. Well, they do have an alpha system, but I have had some complaints about it from some clients. So I just make sure to treat it just like BBL and just like Cupra. Reborn is a big body, but it does have an alpha system. So you really don't have much to worry about with Reborn, but Legacy and Reborn are the only two you really don't have to worry about. But things like this, these are hard to alpha out. So I make sure that everything is just uniformed and brought together, given at least an inch or two away from the body, because sometimes you'll even have it where the mesh looks perfect in Blender, and then on Second Life the mesh just, I don't know, it looks like, I don't know, a mess. It looks a mess. It's too close to the body, it's clipping, you've pulled it out even more than 2 inches. And when those cases happen, honestly, the best tip I can give you is to remesh. Just remesh, and what you do is take the mesh that you've already conformed and fit to the body, export it out as an OBJ, and, you know, obviously export with your materials and everything, and make sure that you just make it easier on yourself and redo it. So back to this shirt. The issues that I have the most are the arms and the shoulders. So I'm just going to bring this out more, well, up more, because if it's too close to the shoulders, I always get that really annoying issue. I think that's really good. Now I'm going to pull out, see this? Pull out the neck from the top. Perfect. That's too much. I'll pull this, bring it in more, and then pull it out. Oh my God, my skin cast has not been on this whole time. What the heck? Make it smaller. That's probably why. Probably hasn't been big. Okay. Oh, that is so annoying. And now it's not playing. Okay, guys. Well, at least I'm explaining to you guys what to do. Okay. And there. that doesn't look too bad. All right, so far this looks good. You know, I made it on the body, so of course it's going to be like fitting perfectly. There's just going to be a few little things that, okay, that does not, wait, that line, such a Virgo. It does not, you know. Okay, that was not, you know, at the same level. But yeah, so this is, okay, no, that's not crooked, but you know what? Honestly, ignore me. I'm such a perfectionist. It's gonna look good regardless. It's gonna look good regardless. So I like to hype myself up when I talk and when I mesh because it just keeps me going, keeps me from crying because I have to mesh and create so much. So back to what we were saying, relevance. Back to this, we are just about done. So I'm going to go into my little X-ray mode, but I'm going to OBJ up. See, there's that one little thing. I'm going to go into object mode and I'm going to see what else is there that I need to fix. Okay, so see, that's just like a little too high. That's good. That's good. I really make sure that it's not like so close to the boobs. I make sure that it's not super close to the boobs because the boobs are always my issue. Always my issue. So I'm going to bring those down. I'm going to bring that down. Okay. All right. And then I'm going to go to OBJ. Okay. Now I'm going to go and I'm going to show you when I use sculpt mode. So I'm going to use inflate. I'm going to turn the radius down, turn the strength up. Just do that. Okay, that looks good. Okay. Just contour the boobies out. Make sure, oh. The goal is to have no clipping at all. None at all. So wherever you see it's too close, you pull it out. Hold on. All right, wherever you see it out, you pull it. Okay, so I feel like I'm gonna have to pull it out there. So I'm gonna use grab tool because I did talk about the grab tool. And good thing about grab tool, because when you're in sculpt mode, you can press X axis to enable symmetry. And symmetry is something important. So I can do whatever happens on this side, happens on that side, and vice versa. So I'm just making sure everything is pulled out and good before we start rigging. And honestly, it's good to start having a fine-tuned eye to your mesh and everything, just so, you know, just making sure that everything looks good, because you want to make sure that you're putting effort into making sure you're giving quality. I don't know if you're a mesher, a rigger, a soon-to-be creator, soon-to-be anything, whatever, or a hobbyist. You want to make sure that you give all of your work the best effort you can. A for effort is what you want to achieve, and you just want to make sure that you're putting out quality, and that takes time. So even if you're not getting this like the first time, honestly, it took me at least 5 months to understand how to rig a long sleeve shirt and duplicate armature. Don't feel bad. Truthfully, do not feel bad. Everyone is on their own time. So with that being said, I believe we are done, and we're going to go back to object mode. We're going to turn off this toggle X-ray, and we are going to start our rigging. So Now we're gonna rig. Okay, so after you've done all of that, you fit it to the mesh and everything, what you're gonna do is go to Object, Apply, All Transforms. This is going to be something that keeps everything together. You have applied the rotation, the scale, how much you've done to your mesh. So apply all transforms. It is something helpful for when you are meshing and when you are rigging. So just do it. Interesting. Okay, so now you're going to left click the mesh, shift select the armature, Control P, empty groups. I'm going to use the Bento Buddy way, and then I'm going to use the Bento Buddy way because it's just the fastest way. You can use Avastar. I'm going to show you how to use Avastar while using Bento Buddy because there's something specific that you do when you have your Avastar add-on that is helpful to your meshes also, that can contribute to you not having so much difficulty if you experience some glitches or anything on SL when you upload. So I'm going to now left click the body, shift select the mesh, and I'm going to go to weight paint mode, and then we're going to press the vertex select, press A, weights, and then you're going to transfer your weights. You're going to press here, and where it says source layers, go to by name, and then weights, we're going to do smooth, all groups where subset is, put all groups, and then iteration should be like a 3. It should not be high. It's a t-shirt. It doesn't have any chains, whips, or anything attached, so you're all good. It should be really good. So now I toggle between doing this process between transfer weights or after smoothing, but honestly, it's up to you. So we're going to go press N, and we're going to do Avastar, press skinning. Okay, so you have your mesh only selected. You're going to clean your weight maps because when you clean your weight maps, it actually helps to make your mesh less restricted on Secondlife. I don't know how to explain it, but basically I've noticed, I'll say like an example, I've noticed that some things are in the way of others when you're trying to move your legs. So this kind of assists in cleaning the weight maps or the weights that are unnecessary to the mesh. So we're going to press clean 155 weight maps. They've removed 132 weight maps from one mesh. Update your binding, press N. You're going to go back to waypaint, and then it's going to have it select. If it's not, just go to vertex select, press A to select all, put your weights, and go to smooth. All right. And, I'm sorry. You can just press smooth. You don't have to do anything. You can smooth maybe 3 times, maybe 4. It's up to you. But you don't have to touch anything here. You're just smoothing your weights. So go back to object mode, and now we're going to check our mesh. We're going to press the armature and go to pose mode. And now we're going to press right. Ooh, that looks good. And we can put the the x-axis symmetry on. Everything looks good. I like the way it looks. Mess with the chest. Let me see everything. Okay. Move here. It looks good. Ooh. Move this. This doesn't. All right. That looks good. It's pretty much good so far. Okay. So everything is good. Now I'm going to upload it to Secondlife. I'm going to export it. So press N. You know, we're exporting Bento Buddy way. mesh export, load preset, and for Peach, okay, I'm going to say this. For Peach and BBL, please do not press BBL body for BBL. Do not press that. That is not a BBL DKP, even though it does say it. I believe that that is for the way, way older BBL body. So what you're going to do, you're going to press defaults, Bento Buddy, DKP, and you're going to load those settings. And then you're going to press export mesh for SL. Don't touch anything else except the two places that I said, load preset and export. So I'm going to, this is the pre-made folder. I'm going to find that on here. Peach top. I'm going to do rigs. All right. And then I'm going to call this Peach rig and export the day. Okay. Now we are going to go back here, turn on the Firestorm, and we're going to log in. Now I'm going to upload. So press build, upload, mesh model, Peach top, rigs, Peach rig. Okay, so we are at the upload screen. Wait, it gives a minute. Okay, so let me make this bigger so you guys can see this trick that I do. And if you don't know, then now you will know. Okay, so when we have like your loading screen for your mesh model, I want you to put 100 here, because if you don't, it's going to be expensive. I want 100 here, and I put 100 here. All right, and now it is going to be cheaper. 16 L's, we can do that. I'm going to name this Peach rig because I'm going to put it on Marketplace. I think based on the review that I got from the last rigs that I did, I'm going to just put this on Marketplace, and I'll give you guys the option to download it and also to already have it up on in the game. All right, so I have a shirt. I don't want you guys to see the boobs. YouTube will definitely strike that wrong. So let me take this shirt off and put this shirt on, and then we're going to check out the mesh. Is it on? Oh, it's on. Yes. Okay, so we see a little issue, little things. So far, that's not bad. That looks good. Okay. I should make some shorts to go with it. What is this? What's happening here? Yeah. That mesh needs to be re-rigged, but that's not my mesh. Let me stop. I thought that was my legs. So back to us. This doesn't look bad. So we're going to fix that. All we need to do is go back here, and that was on. Okay. All right, so we're gonna move this. Oh yeah, obviously I wouldn't see that because of how small that is. I'm gonna use the proportional editing. I'm just gonna move that back. And all right, I'm gonna export that again. Peach rig. You can do it on top of it. Honestly, it's not. No, not me talking on here. I get so like used to using the same keys in Blender, and I use them in Second Life. Oh no, sorry, I flashed you. I get used to using them, so what happens is I end up using the same thing, and then I turn my mic on. Not on purpose, just truly on accident. But we're going to, okay, so this is a good thing because I was trying to show you before I changed it to 100. So if you don't change it, like it'll be very expensive, and it doesn't really mess up the quality of your mesh unless you use tries. But other than that, I've noticed when you use see that 224, no one's paying that. I've noticed that when you use this method, I did used to do 0, and it would look like a floating triangle, but the quality would not be messed up. But yeah, so I just break it down to 100 and upload it, and have 16. Let me delete this. I'd have 16 back. I'd have $16 to pay. Okay, much better. Much better. You want to import the texture, upload. You can always just test the texture using texture here in local, and then go here and just put your texture on your shirt this way. But when you do it this way, this is not permanent, so it will come off. Oh, it looks good. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. It looks really good. Okay, it looks good. I like the way it looks. Okay, let me. Oh yes, I love this. That's bound. Let me just. I like this. I'm gonna make my boobs smaller because they are freaking huge. I can pull it more in the neck. I mean, in the oop. Shoulders. Oh, here they go. Okay. All right. It just seems like I need to tune it up on the sides, but otherwise, it looks good. I have a morph on. I have a shoulder morph on. I gotta have something because I don't know why it's doing that. But other than that, my mesh always. I don't know why it does that, y'all. I really don't. But anyways, this looks good for the way it does. That was the point. So excuse my flat boobs. Yeah, but so far this looks really good and I love the way it came out. So if you guys enjoyed this series, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for the next series. I think you guys will like it. It's going to be a little bit more well thought out, but we made a t-shirt, we uploaded it, we textured it, and we rigged it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, like I said, and see you in the next one. Bye.
She made for you, and you wanna do everything she want to, man.